a puppet goes
In your
on my
hand.
hand, like this. Hi guys. Morning. How are you? I missed you. Hi. Right? I move Teddy around with my hand inside. But a marionette, you move around with strings. See? When I move the strings, I can make the hands move, the arms move. See? And a marionette looks more like a person than anything else. It's got, what's this part?
A head.
A head, and it's got
A body.
body, and it's got
An arm.
and little
Hands.
hands. It's even got some
Legs.
and really, really big,
Feet.
really big, yeah.
I have the hugest toes.
You've got the hugest toes I've ever seen. Those are big feet. Yeah. But the one thing I didn't have time to do was paint this marionette. So what's missing up here? Eyes,
A nose and a mouth.
nose and mouth. Anything else?
And ears.
Ears, of course.
Tail.
Hair. So you have to use your imagination and pretend what the eyes might look like, and what the nose might look like, and what the mouth might look like. And what's really neat about using your imagination, if you're really good at using your imagination, you could probably even see the eyes opening and closing, or winking. You can imagine the color of the eyes. You can imagine the nose smelling. You can imagine the mouth talking. You have to really use your imagination. You guys are really good at using your imaginations though, right?
Are you?
I'm pretty good at it.
Better.
So I'm going to put him down for a little bit. Look, it doesn't move at all unless I'm moving a string. See, if I let go, it just kind of lays there because it's just made out of, do you know what it's made out of?
What?
What's this?
Newspaper.
Paper. Yeah, a newspaper. I was looking at the paper, I was reading the paper, and I decided I didn't want to look at the paper anymore, so I put it down and I started tearing it into strips like this. See? Like that. And then I put a piece of wire across like this, and I started rolling it up like this. What do you think's about to happen?
It's gonna be an arm or a leg.
I put some tape there, and I took the wires and I turned them into little hooks so I could attach them. And then I made paper mache. Do you know paper mache? Have you used that before? It's so much fun. It's so much fun. You take little bits of newspaper and you dip it into water and flour, like cooking flour, like the kind you make cakes with. And it gets all mixed up, and it's almost like a glue. And you get it all sticky, and you put it on top, and when it dries, it makes a smooth outside. You can make all kinds of stuff out of paper mache. You can make baskets and puppets and marionettes and all kinds of things. So that's what the marionette's made out of. I brought something else too. Have you seen these before?
Bubble.
Yeah, they're my favorite thing. I love bubbles. They're my favorite things.
Bubbles. I like bubbles.
I like bubbles too.
Me too.
Me too.
You said me too.
Me too. Me three. Me four. That's what my daughter likes to say. So what I like to do is I try to blow a bubble and then catch it.
I'd rather blow a bubble and then put it on my top.
Yeah.
Ew.
Now use your eyes to really observe and see all the different colors.
Yep.
See how it moves. How it's got a nice shape because I blew air into it. Let's see if we can make it bigger.
It made a bubble in a bubble.
And then it made a little tiny bubble, and then it popped. That's what happens with bubbles, right? They blow and then they pop, 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 pop. But you can always make more of them. Look at the colors in it.
Hey, Peter.
All the different colors. Isn't that beautiful? Here, stay close because we're going to play with the bubbles soon. Do you remember, what's your name? Peter. Do you remember the very first time you saw a bubble? Do you remember when you were very, very little and you saw a bubble for the very first time? Can you remember that far back?
I never blown a bubble.
What did you think it was?
I think it was a bubble.
You knew it was a bubble right away? Well, let's pretend. I'm going to get one of the teachers to help me.
Go ahead, Kelly. Kelly can
you
come
wanna
up.
help? Have you blown bubbles before, Kelly?
I have.
Okay. So okay, you get the bubbles there, and head down that way a little bit. And the wind will help us in a moment, I bet. And we're gonna pretend that this marionette is exploring, just like you explore, just like Pete is exploring. And the marionette's gonna see bubbles, but the marionette doesn't know what the bubbles are. And you can use your imagination to imagine what the face looks like. You can pretend it's a boy or a girl.
Girl.
Sure, that's the nice thing about puppets and marionettes. It can be whatever you want in your imagination.
I brought a puppet. I brought a stuffed animal, and her name is Snow, and it's a girl.
Oh, cool. That sounds nice. Here, watch really closely. Ready? Okay. So the marionette's exploring, looking around, and all of a sudden, it sees something new. Oh, what are those? What should the marionette do with the bubbles?
Pop them.
Catch them?
No, pop
Like this?
them. Pop them.
Oh, try to pop them? How does the marionette feel about the bubbles?
Happy.
Happy. Bubbles usually make people really happy. Wants to catch them just like you. Over this way. Now this time, watch again. Let's pretend again. This time, let's pretend the marionette doesn't know what they are and doesn't like it for some reason. Okay, so watch the marionette.
Oh, let's watch the puppet or the marionette.
Doesn't seem like it. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. What's the marionette doing? What's the marionette doing?
Pop.
Why would he cry? It's just bubbles. Why would the marionette be sad?
I don't like my eyeball.
Maybe he doesn't like them. He doesn't know what they are. Could someone help the marionette and explain what they
They're
are?
bubbles.
They're bubbles. They're bubbles. What do you do with bubbles?
Pop them. Pop them.
Could someone raise their hand, please? What's your name? Milo. Would you come over and take the marionette by the hand and help the marionette out? Just take the marionette by the hand like you're down there.
Where's his hand,
See your
Marlo?
little hand down below? This hand right there. Pretend you're holding a hand with someone smaller than you. And help the marionette up. Help it stand up. Thanks. Now can you walk it over to the... It's a little nervous. Can you walk it over by the bubbles? Can you walk with it? Can you show it what to do?
Show him how to pop those bubbles, Marlo.
Bubble, Marlo. See? It helps a lot when you've got someone with you.
Yeah.
Something new. Thanks, Marlo. Here. The marionette wants to give you a hug. Is that okay?
No.
Cool. Here, let's put the bubbles away for a minute. I'm going to let the marionette sit for a second. Maybe take a nap. That. Okay, now here, everybody go like this. Can you go up like this? Like this? Okay, now go like this. I want you to pretend that you're a bubble. Ready? And pretend that you're getting air blown into you. Go. Maybe some big bubbles, maybe some little bubbles. Really round. And float. Each of you are so different. And kind of the same. They're all different. And when you're ready, what are you going to do? Let's blow up again. Ready? You can pop right away if you want to. Or you can float for a little bit. Do it one more time. Ready? This time really float. Like float as much as you want. You can float all over the place. Ready? And bubbles are... You can go really high. You can float way up high to the top of the trees. Can you go with the wind? Do you feel the wind blowing on you? If you feel the wind, you have to go where the wind goes. And then when you're ready, when you're ready, Bubbles.
Colin! Bubbles,
Oh, those bubbles are floating all the way far away. Come back, Bubbles. Here, come here.
Ow! Colin! Colin! I think Colin's out of his mind.
Is he out of his mind?
I think he's heading this
Where'd he
way.
go? He's not in his mind. Where'd he go?
Hey!
Now, if you're sitting crisscross applesauce, and your hands are in your lap and you're saying crisscross applesauce, crisscross applesauce, then the marionette's going to come over
Peter.
and thank you. And you can decide if you want to give the marionette a very gentle high five or a handshake or even a hug if you want.
Colin, will you do the bubbles? Can I blow the bubbles?
Find something and blow some in the meadow today.
What?
We'll blow some in the meadow today.
We're taking them?
No, we have some at our school.
Oh, yeah. God. I don't know, dear.
And if you're sitting at crisscross applesauce, the marionette will feel very safe and come up to you and say hi. Thanks. Marionette really likes your hat.
Okay, well that's when the people can see you on the rock.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Over here. Over here.
And I'm gonna send your grown-ups some ideas on how to make your own. Oh, big hug. That's a nice one. Oh man, you're a good hugger.
It's hard.
It is hard. It's not like skin.
Yeah, it's hard.
I'm just gonna head over this way now. Ready? Let's see if it can jump. Ready? Count to 3 and see how far it can jump. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
It's like a bubble. I can jump.
Can it sit in between you?
I can jump way higher than that. Yeah.
Hanging out on the rock. Thanks for visiting with
I could
us,
jump
guys.
to the moon.
It sounds like you've got lots of other fun things to do today.